Title: Stoic Warriors. It's time for brutal change. Let's go beyond tomorrow. Hey Stoic Warriors, welcome back to my channel. Tell me how many of you are staring at the ceiling right now. The battle inside your mind is relentless, isn't it? Each thought feels like an explosion blasting through your focus. Distractions are everywhere, whispering doubts, procrastination, and regret. They surround you like a suffocating fog, making you feel trapped, like you're sinking deeper with every breath. You've been there before, right? You promised yourself you'd change. You promised you'd start that new project, make that move, take that leap tomorrow. But let's clear something up right now. Tomorrow, it's a lie. It's your greatest enemy hiding behind a veil of false hope. Tomorrow is nothing more than an illusion, a phantom that teases you with its distant promise. It's a mirage that will always remain just out of reach. Tomorrow never comes. And you know that deep down. How many times have you said, "I'll do it tomorrow"? How many times have you woken up only to feel like you're standing still trapped in the same place? The promises you've made to yourself, the goals you've set, all slipping away as tomorrow becomes just another excuse. Every time you try to grab it, it slips through your fingers like water, leaving you empty-handed. Tomorrow is a ghost, and you've been chasing it for far too long. I get it. The frustration's building inside you. It's like a pressure cooker on the edge of exploding. You're done. Done with the lies. Done with the excuses. Done with the stagnation. You're fed up with feeling stuck. It's time for something radical. Not the kind of change that's comfortable. Not the kind of change that feels nice and easy. No real change is brutal. And it demands everything. This kind of change will force you to face the darkness you've been running from. It won't give you sweet promises. It will strike like a thunderclap, shaking the very core of who you are. Real change burns. It scorches away everything that holds you back, every excuse, every weak spot. It pushes you to be more than you ever thought possible. This is where Stoicism enters the picture. Stoicism doesn't care about your comfort. It doesn't stroke your ego or wrap you in a warm, fuzzy blanket. No, Stoicism is here to strip away the lies, to tear down the walls you've built around yourself. It doesn't offer easy answers or sugar-coated truths. It gives you raw, unfiltered truth. And let's be real, Marcus Aurelius, the emperor who led a mighty empire, didn't sugarcoat anything. He said, "The happiness of your life depends upon the quality of your thoughts." What does that mean? It means you're not a victim of your circumstances. You're not helpless in this world. You are a slave to your own thoughts. And as long as you remain shackled to them, you'll never change. Your life will never change. If your mind isn't disciplined, your body will remain imprisoned, your will shackled. When your mind is weak, your life falls apart. This isn't about some fantasy vision of control or self-mastery. We're not here for that fairy tale version of life. No, we're here for the raw, unfiltered reality. The kind of discipline that goes beyond what you think is possible. This discipline will cut deep. It will sting. It will make you want to run away. But here's the thing, it won't let you. It forces you to stay, forces you to face the discomfort, to face yourself. And as painful as it is, it will break you down only to rebuild you into someone stronger. This discipline doesn't wait for motivation. It doesn't care if you feel tired, if you feel defeated. It pushes you to rise, to act, no matter what. If you're still here watching this, then this video is for you. It's for the ones who are done playing small, done living in the shadows of their own potential. This is for the warriors who are ready to fight, ready to conquer, and most importantly, ready to change. No excuses, no more waiting for tomorrow. You're here to take action today. Let's pick up where we left off. In the last segment, we talked about the war you're facing, not with the world, but with yourself. The battle begins in the quiet moments when no one is watching. Now let's dive deeper into how you can win that war. Number 1, control your first hour. Your first hour isn't just a routine, it's a battle cry. The world is already trying to steal your soul the moment you wake up. As soon as you roll out of bed and reach for your phone, you aren't checking messages. You're surrendering. You're letting chaos pour into your life before you even have a chance to breathe. That snooze button. It's a retreat. It's you begging for comfort when the world demands you to conquer. The first hour of your day is where you decide if you're a warrior or a puppet. Discipline doesn't arrive with the first phone call or the first meeting. It's born in silence. It's forged before anyone even gets to see your face. You wake up and you fight. Not against the world, but against yourself. Because that's where the real battle starts, right here, in the quiet moments when no one is watching. Marcus Aurelius didn't wait for peace. He didn't expect smooth sailing. He knew the day would be filled with darkness, selfishness, betrayal, and the weight of humanity's worst. But he chose to face it anyway. He walked through hell with unshakable strength. That's discipline. It's not the absence of chaos. It's the ability to walk into it and own it. Your first hour is sacred, but it's not for the weak. Guard it like your life depends on it, because it does. This isn't some soft morning routine. This is war. It's you against every instinct that tries to pull you into distraction and numbness. Start with breath. Start with stillness. Start with the hardest truth. You don't exist to chase pleasure. You exist to break your cravings, to shatter weakness, and to command your own fate. If you can master that first hour, you own the rest of the day. If you own your morning, you own your mind. And when you own your mind, nothing can control you. Not your boss, not your peers, not life itself. No phone, no comfort, only discipline. This is your proving ground. Not for others, but for yourself. So light a candle, not a screen. Stretch your body. Don't scroll. Read something that burns with purpose, not something that lulls you into oblivion. You have a decision to make. Will you take the first hour, or will it take you? Drop a comment below. I command the first hour of my life and claim that battlefield. Once you dominate that hour, the day can't touch you. The fight is already over. You've won. Number 2, kill the voice that wants comfort. That voice inside you, the one that whispers, it's okay to sleep in, to skip the gym, to just take it easy for once. That voice is not your ally. It's a traitor trying to pull you back into the comfort zone. And the comfort zone is the enemy of growth. It's the place where nothing changes, where you stay stuck. The comfort zone is where you're hiding from your potential. Every time you listen to that voice, you get a little weaker. You're choosing the easy path over the path that will make you stronger. But here's the harsh truth. The easy path leads nowhere. The comfortable life, the life where you avoid challenge and pain, is a life wasted. So, when that voice tries to pull you back into your bed, into the arms of procrastination, you've got to fight back. What are you going to do? Are you going to keep surrendering to comfort, or will you choose the discomfort that leads to growth? Will you keep letting that voice control you, or will you shut it down and push forward into greatness? The choice is yours. But remember, growth only happens in discomfort. And every time you say no to comfort you, take a step closer to the person you're meant to be. Let's continue this journey. Where we left off, we just talked about that voice. The voice that whispers comfort, luring you back into the trap of mediocrity. Now let's explore how to break free from it completely. That voice is a parasite feeding off your weaknesses, trying to drag you into the pit of comfort. It seeks to destroy you. Epictetus, the great Stoic philosopher, said it best, "No man is free who is not master of himself." And that voice, it's the prison, the chains, the lock on your cell, the greatest trap you'll ever face. It's the voice that tries to convince you that you deserve rest, even when you've done nothing to earn it. It whispers, "You've worked hard enough," and in that moment you listen. You give in. But here's the truth, that voice isn't telling you to rest because you deserve it. No, it's telling you to rest because it fears you'll grow stronger. It doesn't want you to rise. It doesn't want you to break free. That voice is the comfort zone's most lethal weapon, and it will stop at nothing to keep you shackled. When that voice speaks, you must destroy it. When it tells you to take it easy, get up and grind harder. When it says, tomorrow, you scream back, now, persum. Picture that voice as a shadow, a dark, lurking figure creeping through your mind like a disease. It knows your weaknesses. It will claw at you, dragging you back to the comfort zone. But every time you choose discomfort, every time you step into the fire instead of running from it, you grow. And that voice, it weakens. It dies a little bit more. Master yourself. Kill that voice. You are in control. You are the commander of your thoughts, not the puppet of that parasitic whisper. Every time you choose the hard path, every time you push, when it says stop, you take another inch of power back. And today, you take the power back completely. Number 3, embrace the pain of growth. Nobody likes pain. Nobody wakes up wishing for suffering to come knocking at their door. But what if I told you that growth doesn't come without it? What if I told you that discipline is the gatekeeper to strength and pain is the key that unlocks it? You've been avoiding it. Every time you retreat from discomfort, you delay the strongest version of yourself. You've built a wall around your weaknesses, but all that wall has done is trap you in a cycle of mediocrity. The truth is, you can't build muscle without first tearing it apart. You can't get stronger without breaking down what's weak within you. Seneca, that firebrand of wisdom, said, "No man is more unhappy than he who never faces adversity." Why? Because without adversity, you stay stagnant. You remain soft. You remain untested. You remain weak. Growth demands struggle. It demands that you push yourself into the furnace to be torn apart and remade. When you lift weights, your muscles tear. But what comes after, they grow stronger. When you run, your lungs burn and your legs scream in agony. But in that suffering, you evolve. Most people run from it. They shy away from the burn, the grind, the endless ache of improvement. But not you. Not anymore. What would happen if you stopped running? What if you stopped fearing the fire and dove headfirst into it, knowing it's the only way to forge yourself into something stronger, sharper, and relentless? The discomfort is where transformation happens. It's where you become who you were always meant to be. So stop avoiding it, stop retreating, run towards it, embrace the pain. For in that pain you will find the strength to become unstoppable. We've already talked about embracing pain as the catalyst for growth, and now let's tackle something that's even more crucial, breaking free from the need for approval. Because the truth is, you've been avoiding discomfort for too long and it's made you weak. You've wrapped yourself in safety, in routine, in every excuse to stay comfortable. But here's the reality. The clock is ticking. Every second you waste in comfort is another second that pulls you further away from the man you're meant to become. Now the choice is yours. Will you keep hiding from the heat, afraid of the burn, or will you step into the fire, knowing that it's the only thing that can mold you into greatness? Pain isn't your enemy. It's the weapon that will carve you into a masterpiece. Once you learn to embrace it, to see it for what it truly is, you'll stop running from it. You'll welcome it because every ounce of pain is a step closer to the power you've been searching for. And when you finally accept that the world won't know what hit it. Number 4. Let go of the need for approval. You've been waiting for permission, haven't you? Waiting for someone to lift you up, to give you the green light, to finally tell you you're doing it right. But guess what? No one cares. No one will ever care as much as you think they should. Not your friends, not your family, not the world. They're too busy. And you've been craving validation, desperately hoping for someone to recognize your struggle. But that's the lie we live in. We're drowning in the addiction to approval, endlessly scrolling through lives lived in public, all for a thumbs up or a like. People want to be seen. They want their worth confirmed. But the Stoic path, it doesn't wait for applause. It demands you walk the tightrope alone. It forces you to trust yourself when everyone else doubts you, when they don't see your sweat, your sacrifice, your silent grind. Marcus Aurelius said, "You could leave life right now. Let that determine what you do and say and think. What is he really screaming at you? Life doesn't wait for your permission. It doesn't care about your struggles. It doesn't care about your sacrifices. It doesn't owe you recognition, and neither does anyone else. The power you're begging for, it's not out there. It's buried inside you, just waiting to explode. That power comes when you stop looking for outside validation and start building your own inner empire. When you release the suffocating need for approval, you are free. Free to stop waiting for others to applaud your every move. Free to stop looking for external signals of success. Success is yours to define, not theirs. This journey is yours to own, only yours. And here's the cold, brutal truth. The world will never understand your fire. The world won't feel the burning hunger in your chest. No one else can walk this path the way you can. The moment you stop needing their approval, you will awaken. You are the only judge of your worth. You are the only one who can claim your power. And once you realize this, you will never again need anyone else's permission to chase your destiny. Number 5, embrace the stillness of the mind. The noise is suffocating you. It's not just out there in the world. It's inside your head. It's in your phone. It's in every moment of your existence. You can't escape it. You're drowning in it. The need to constantly be entertained, to constantly be distracted. It's a virus. It's eating away at your mind, poisoning your ability to think, to feel, to even be. You've become a puppet to the chaos, reacting to everything, yet never truly living. Clarity. It's a rare treasure. Without clarity, there's no discipline. Without silence, there's no room for your thoughts to breathe, to break free from the madness. Your mind is a battlefield of endless cravings and distractions, each one draining your life force, making you a shell of who you're meant to be. You're not meant to be constantly swarmed by noise, by chaos, by the mindless distractions of modern life. You were built for stillness. Stillness gives you clarity. Stillness gives you control. And when you learn to master that stillness, the noise will no longer have power over you. It's time to find your peace, to shut out the world, and to focus on what truly matters: your growth, your path, your destiny. The mind can be your greatest ally, but only if you take the time to silence the chaos and reconnect with your true self. Embrace that stillness and let it transform you. We've just discussed the power of silence, and now it's time to talk about something even more powerful: your responsibility. Epictetus didn't say true wealth lies in possessions, fame, or status. No, he said, wealth consists not in having great possessions, but in having few wants. The world wants to fill your mind with everything but the truth. The more you consume, the emptier you become. Every second spent scrolling, consuming, and chasing fleeting highs pulls you further away from your true power. What if you didn't need to consume anymore? What if you didn't need to check your phone every 5 seconds? What if you could sit in silence, truly sit in silence, and hear your own soul speaking to you? This is where your power lies, in the stillness, in that brutal, quiet moment when the world falls away and all you're left with is you. It's there in the silence that your strength rises. The world will scream at you, drag you back into its noise, but when you choose silence, you unlock something primal. You find the discipline that's been buried beneath the clutter. You can't hear your voice in the madness, but in the stillness, your voice becomes thunder. In the quiet, you hear your true self. You hear the call to rise, to claim what's yours, to cut through the chaos like a blade through flesh. You hear the command to become everything you've always been meant to be. Meditate. Sit in the fire of your own silence. Stop waiting for peace to find you. Forge it from within. The world will never quiet down. It's a lie to think it ever will. But you have the power to carve out your own peace, to create your own silence in the storm. When you do, you will hear the only voice that matters, yours. And when you hear your voice, you will act with the kind of power that shatters the silence. The kind of power that doesn't need to shout because it already owns the universe. Number 6, embrace your responsibility. You are exactly where you are because of the choices you've made. And yes, that's a brutal truth. It's easy to blame the world, to point fingers, to convince yourself that life is holding you back. But I'm about to shatter that illusion. The only thing keeping you from your potential is you. Seneca once said, "It's not that we have a short time to live, but that we waste a lot of it." Think about that. Every moment you waste blaming others. Every second you spend wrapped in excuses. Every fraction of time you let slip away because you're waiting for someone or something to change. That is your life fading. You want change. You want growth. It won't come from outside forces. It won't come from waiting for someone else to hand you the life you dream of. It will never come from pointing fingers. It starts with you. The cold, hard truth is this: the world doesn't owe you a damn thing, not a single moment. If you want a different life, you have to create it. Here's where the discipline begins, by realizing that no one can control your fate but you. Not your past, not your family, not your job, not your circumstances. Only you have the power to shape your future. It starts with ownership. Own every choice. Own every mistake. Own every victory and every failure. Because when you take full responsibility, you stop being a passive observer in your own life. You stop waiting for someone to save you. You stop waiting for life to hand you anything. The world will never give you a damn thing on a silver platter, but you have the ability to build your own empire, brick by owning it. We've already discussed taking responsibility for your actions and the importance of ownership. Now let's shift gears and talk about something equally powerful, the art of consistency. Ask yourself this: what are you willing to take responsibility for today? What part of your life will you own right now? The difference between where you are and where you want to be isn't in what the world gives you. It's in your willingness to claim it for yourself. And that starts with taking ownership. Now, not tomorrow. You want to build discipline. Start by taking responsibility for every damn thing. The road to greatness isn't paved by excuses. It's forged by your willingness to own every single moment of your existence. No more waiting. No more excuses. Take responsibility and watch your life change forever. Number 7, master the art of consistency. Inconsistency is not just an obstacle. It's a silent destroyer. It's the kind of destroyer that doesn't announce its presence. It quietly whispers in your ear, convincing you that tomorrow will be better. But here's the truth. Tomorrow is just another missed opportunity for growth. How many times have you started something with passion, with intensity, only to watch that fire burn out, leaving behind nothing but the ashes of regret? How many times have you made promises to yourself, promising that this time it will be different, only to see those promises slip away faster than you can blink? They vanish with the next distraction. You felt the surge of motivation, the rush of adrenaline, but just like a tidal wave, it crashes and dissipates, leaving only calm, empty waters in its wake. The truth is, simple motivation is a fleeting illusion. It comes and goes like the wind. But what you need, what will set you apart, is consistency. Consistency is that quiet, unrelenting commitment to showing up day after day, regardless of how you feel. Consistency doesn't care about your feelings. It doesn't care if you're tired, if you're broken, or if you're losing. It doesn't care if the world is crumbling around you, or if your mind is screaming for a break. Consistency is the brutal force that pushes you forward when you want to stop. When everything inside of you begs for comfort, it demands that you show up. Even when there's no applause, even when no one is watching, even when the world is silent, every action you take today, no matter how small, echoes through your future, shaping the person you will become. This is what Marcus Aurelius knew. He lived his life with this savage understanding: what we do in life echoes in eternity. Every decision, every hour, every minute, he knew it all counted. He knew it would be his legacy. And if you understand this, if you truly grasp it, you will never let a day slip by without putting in the work. What you do today shapes your tomorrow. Think about this. If you commit to the smallest, most consistent actions every day, they will begin to build brick by brick. And one day you'll look up and realize that you've created something massive. Momentum is the key. Momentum is the monster that will carry you through the days when motivation has abandoned you, when you feel like quitting, when the grind becomes unbearable. It's momentum that will force you to keep pushing, keep striving, even when everything inside you screams to stop. This is the truth that no one tells you. It's not about grand gestures. It's about showing up every single day, even when you don't want to. There will be days when you want to throw in the towel. Your body will beg for rest. Your mind will scream for comfort, but those are the days that count the most. It's those moments when consistency becomes your greatest weapon. Keep showing up. Keep pushing forward, because one day you'll look back and you'll realize that all the small, consistent steps have led you to greatness. We've just explored the power of consistency and how it shapes your future. Now let's confront something even more challenging: the fear of failure. But the question is, Will you show up anyway? Will you refuse to let your excuses dictate your actions? Will you decide in the face of your own resistance to be stronger than your laziness, more powerful than your doubts? That is the test. And here's the deal. The test of your discipline, your success, your future lies in whether you can show up when it hurts, when you don't feel like it, when every ounce of your being tells you to quit. Mastering consistency isn't about being perfect. It's about being relentless. It's about the quiet promise you make to yourself, a promise that you will show up again and again without fail. You commit, you act, and you repeat. It's in this repetition that you build power. It's in the actions you take day after day that you will become the version of yourself you always dreamed of. The power doesn't lie in the big, grandiose moments. It doesn't live in the sporadic bursts of motivation that you feel. The power is in the small actions, repeated consistently, relentlessly. It's in the decision to show up even when you don't feel like it, to keep moving even when everything inside you wants to stop. This is where the real strength is forged. Master consistency, and you will have mastered your future. Nothing will stand in your way. Number 8, confront the fear of failure. Fear isn't just a feeling, it's a beast. A monster that lurks in the shadows of your mind, gnashing its teeth and whispering lies that hold you prisoner. It gets into your head, wraps itself around your thoughts, and paralyzes you before you even move. Fear doesn't just ask, "What if you fail?" It screams, "What if you lose everything?" It feeds off your hesitation, cripples your ambition, and holds you in a grip so tight you can barely breathe. But here's the gut-wrenching truth. Failure is not your enemy. It's your gateway. The thing you fear most, that's what will give you the power you crave. The fear isn't real. It's a shadow. It's an illusion designed to keep you from becoming who you were born to be. So stop hiding from it. Face it. Step into it. Marcus Aurelius wasn't just some philosopher babbling in a dusty old book. His words were war cries. He understood the primal truth. The things that try to stop you, they don't stop you. They're the weapons that carve your path. The impediment to action advances action, he said. That obstacle in front of you, it's not stopping you. It's the launch pad for your power. That fear, that sense of dread, it's the fuel for your transformation. You don't shrink from it. You embrace it. You walk straight into the storm and tear it apart. Failure is not your death sentence. It's the scalpel that cuts away your weaknesses, that uncovers your strength. Failure is the raw, brutal truth that slaps you awake. It's the crash that jolts you out of sleepwalking through life. It's the gift you've been too afraid to unwrap. But the real magic happens when you stop running from that fear. The truth is, you don't have to fear failure. The fear is just an invitation, a call to action. The successful don't flee from failure. They don't hide from the burn, from the pain, from the embarrassment. They bathe in it. They breathe it in, let it fill their lungs, and then they explode forward with an intensity you can't comprehend. They master the chaos of failure. They twist it, reshape it, and use it to launch themselves higher than they ever thought possible. They understand that failure is the doorway to power, and the moment you stop fearing it, you unlock your true potential. Think about it. Would you rather fear failure or embrace it and become unstoppable? The choice is yours. We've talked about embracing failure and using it as a powerful tool for transformation. Now let's take it a step further and discuss how that moment when you stop fearing failure can change everything. When you stop fearing failure, the world shifts beneath your feet. You stop questioning every step, every move. You stop worrying about what could go wrong, and you start focusing on the masterpiece you're building. Failure is just a chapter. It's not the end of your story, it's just the beginning. So stop hiding from the fire. Walk right into it. Let the fear consume you and watch what happens next. The second you stop running from what could go wrong is the second you become unstoppable. The second you stop holding back is the moment you turn your life into a wild, unpredictable masterpiece. You've just heard the 8 principles, but don't get it twisted. Hearing them means nothing. Understanding them changes nothing. This isn't some casual tip or a motivational rant. This is a call to arms. The power, the strength, the tools, you already have them. But until you rise up and seize them, they're worthless. This isn't some game. This is your life, and it's demanding you stop existing in the shadows and step into the blinding light of your potential. You're not meant to be average. You're not meant to stay small, to stay comfortable, to stay safe. You were born for greatness. And if you're not fighting for it, you're dying for it. Don't just watch this, live it, embody it. This isn't a maybe tomorrow message. This is a now or never wake-up call. Like this video, drop a comment below. I am the architect of my destiny. Share this with someone who needs to feel the fire, someone who's sick of playing small. And subscribe, because your journey to unstoppable discipline starts right now. The clock is ticking. The world is waiting, and the only thing standing between you and legendary greatness is one word: action. It's time. Step into it.